so I'm headed in to hunt for Tex and Minnie. Hopefully Tex, but going way back into a spot. I've got my Lone Wolf .5 and my sticks and camera gear and all kinds of junk. This is definitely the heaviest load I've ever carried, but hopefully it'll be worth it. I'm gonna go back in, probably close to a mile, and do a hanging hunt. It's about 11 o'clock, so midday. I'm just gonna sit probably till dark, so hopefully I'll catch one cruising. It's November 21st. It's freezing cold. It's 20 degrees. I think it's a high. It's gonna be 29, so see what happens. I can get after it. Hopefully get set up quiet, and hopefully I'll catch one cruising. I have Minnie bedded 110 yards from me. While I was getting set up, I kept thinking I could see a head in the swale grass back behind me, but I didn't have my binos out there in the bottom of my backpack because I'm a dummy. I was carrying so much stuff that I didn't want to have them on my chest in the way, which was not a smart choice. So I sat as quietly as I can, get everything done up the tree, get my binos up the bottom of my bag. It's literally the last thing I do before I sit down. And I look, and Minnie is looking directly at me out of the swale grass at 110 yards. So I assume he saw me. I don't know how he wouldn't have. The whole time I was setting up, I was on the opposite side of the tree from him. And it's really windy and I wasn't loud, so maybe he didn't see me. I don't know. I'm going to hope for the best. He bed shifted after like a half hour. He got up, walked 5 yards, fed a little bit, looked around, and then shifted and laid back down. I'm going to be as quiet as I can. My wind is a little squirrely, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I sprayed some doe urine out, and I've got a wick of doe urine out just to mix with my scent, just in case my scent does blow in his direction. So I'm not going to grunt right now. I feel like being patient is the best option. I've got like 3.5 hours before dark. If he's naturally going to come this way, I don't need to grunt, but if he goes the opposite way, then I'll probably give him a call or two. But we'll see what happens. I just watched Minnie. He was bedded for 3 hours in front of me at 120 yards or so. And he got up and shifted his bed a couple times, but then he got up about 3 o'clock, and I could tell he was actually going to do something. And so I caught movement in the swale, I don't know, 20 yards to his right, and I could see a doe. So I didn't realize, but he had a doe with him in behind, which I kind of thought. I was like, I wonder if I just can't see a doe that's bedded. And he followed her. I mean, they went not straight away, but kind of to my right and away. So obviously I gave him some grunts and stuff, and he looked but didn't want any part of it. So as soon as he got out of sight in the woods, I rattled, and he didn't come back out. So pretty hard to call him away from a doe. So we'll see what happens. I guess he could come back through, or the doe could come through here and he could follow her, or Tex could be around. So I'm gonna be quiet and see what the rest of the evening brings.